Hey everyone, Vince the Stride Warrior. Where are we? We are going to be walking in Windsor Terrace. Right now I am on Prospect Avenue and we are going to be walking some of the side streets inside Windsor Terrace to look at some of the nice homes. And I see some really nice homes right here on Webster Place, so I'm probably gonna turn the camera around in a moment. But that's what we're gonna be doing today. It is a Sunday in January, and I figured I would show you guys a nice little neighborhood in Brooklyn. The last time I was here was, I don't even remember. I know it was like springtime. It was maybe last year, maybe even a couple of years ago. So that's what we're going to be doing on this walk. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you some of the homes. All right, so here we are. We are walking back down Prospect. When I flipped the camera around, I realized I had to turn around and show you these homes here on Webster Place. So that is where we're gonna go right now. So we're gonna be in the Windsor Terrace neighborhood for this walk. It is quite cold. Well, we're pretty high up elevation wise. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the Statue of Liberty is out there. I'll put a little arrow so you guys can see where exactly I'm looking at, but the Statue of Liberty is out there. It's right out there on the horizon. All right, let's do some walking. Come on. I'm kind of wasting time here. We want to look at houses. Look at these homes, guys. Look at these homes. Oh, Webster Place. This is Webster Place. Look at that. Take a look at the tops of the homes too. I mean, it's just all the way up. It's very, very stylish. Very nice homes. Look at these doors. Get the nice chairs up on the patio. Nice Christmas tree up here. I don't know. I think that was the Christmas tree, probably. That was inside the home for Christmas. This is probably going to be tossed. Look at those homes, huh? All right, so what I want to do is get down to, I want to get past 7th Avenue. This right here, I believe, is 16th Street. But I want to get past 7th Avenue because that's where you get into the heart of Windsor Terrace. I was saying it is cold today. It is not as cold as it's been though. It is 32 degrees out, so it's right at the freezing mark. Look at this house, guys. Oh, look! I know we're done with Christmas decorations, but you know, sometimes, you know, this time of year, you know, you start doing just normal, regular walks, and you start to see these homes that still have all their Christmas decorations out. Look at this. So some late season Christmas decor. Look at that. It's inflatables. Probably the easiest decorations you could throw up when it's not windy, right? When they're not inflated, they're pretty easy to pack up and stuff. Could you imagine if Lucy's house in Diker Heights in my neighborhood was all inflatables? She's got a lot of stuff. I saw they're getting ready to take down all of the Christmas decorations in my neighborhood. Actually, they were yesterday. This nice home right here. Windsor Terrace, a very quaint neighborhood in Brooklyn. I don't know if it's quaint, but seems that way. Quiet day today. It is Sunday. We got some nice walk-ups on the other side too. Both sides of the street are actually really interesting. Let me get across the street though and show you these homes. This guy's literally got a canoe. Guys, there is a canoe here on the stairs. I thought it was like an exit like shoot or something like they do at the airport when like your plane's on fire. This guy's got an actual canoe here, guys. Looks like the canoe doesn't fit in the apartment. A canoe in Windsor Terrace. Look at that. See, you're gonna every once in a while you're gonna see some strange stuff on my walks. Alright, we made our way down to 8th Avenue. So I'll walk around 8th Avenue for a moment here. And we'll get back on side streets. Let's go this way. We gotta wait for the traffic. So we're on the corner of 8th Avenue. Giving you guys a full 360 here. Come on, guy. I'm waiting for you. I don't know what he's doing, or is the light not red or green or whatever? And the light's already red again. That's a really bad light if you're a driver. Yeah, I do notice that there is a sun issue, so I'm trying to correct that. We're gonna walk down Windsor Place right now, showing you guys some of these doorways on 8th Avenue. That's the thing that kind of stinks about this time of year. You know, I always bring this up. Wintertime, the sun is low. It's always low. You never get that high noon sun. So it's always like right where you see it. And it's bad for sun glare into the camera. It's also bad for planning, you know, where you're gonna walk, because what I try to do is I try to walk in a way where the sun's on my back or not in front of the camera, but almost impossible on today's walk because we're gonna be doing side streets. You got some of these like 5-stair walk-ups. If you're into looking at real estate and architecture and homes, this is going to be the walk for you, because we're going to see a lot of nice homes on this walk. Just nothing but bricks and stones and stairs and a lot of stuff. No gloves today, by the way. Don't need gloves. When the temperature's like right at freezing, it's bearable. There are ways to keep my hands warm by switching hands every few minutes. Right here is Prospect Park West. Prospect Park is right down there. A few blocks, or maybe 2 or 3 blocks over there, that way. I wound up taking that. That car was actually going to turn. I got some big dogs over here. Hopefully they're not hungry. But they look very friendly and fluffy. Okay, our first little side street here. We're gonna go down this one. This is Howard's place, I believe. Oh no, the sun is going to be bad. See if I can get out of that sun. This might not be a good idea, guys. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to turn around. This is what happens on these type of walks. The sun is just right in the middle of the camera, so we're gonna change it up and go down the next block. Now you guys know why I don't do a lot of side street walks. I get a lot of questions. You know, you don't do as many side street walks. This is one of the reasons. You know. This is the subway station here on 15th Street for the F and the G. We'll go up the next block because the next block is at least there's more homes on the side without the sun. So oh, here's an interesting block, guys. Fuller. This is there's a house here where The Amazing Spider-Man was filmed. And here's what I'll do. This is what I'll do. Stay with me here for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk on this side and show you these homes, and then what I'm going to do is walk on the other side and show you the home I was telling you about where The Amazing Spider-Man was filmed. It was actually the home of Peter Parker, Aunt May and Ben Parker, right? Just already passed it, but I'm going to get across the street. I'm going to show you guys. Man, that sun is really killing me. So here we go. I'm going to cross over to this side. Walk back down this street right here. And the house that is, and this is why I wanted to get across the street. This home right here is the home right here. This is the home where they filmed The Amazing Spider-Man right here, where this tree is. This was Aunt May and Ben Parker's home, and Peter Parker's home as well. So you can watch a movie and check it out. The Amazing Spider-Man. There's as you know, there's like 3 versions of Spider-Man out there. My favorite would always be the Tobey Maguire ones. So. All right, we're back on Windsor Place again. We keep making our way down Windsor Place, but we keep hitting these little side streets. Tenth Avenue. Yes, there is a 10th Avenue on the north side past Greenwood Cemetery. So that's where we are right now. We're on 10th Avenue right now. Right up against Prospect Park, by the way. I thought she was going to run right into me. I mean, she was coming. I was like, either she's running into me, I'm getting mugged. What is going on here? And she had that military cadence going on too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that time of year, guys. Got to plug in the battery. Got to plug in the battery. This camera suffers from hypothermia at times. Look at this house, guys. Look at this. There you go. See? Now I start seeing some of these nice homes. Look at the archway. Look at the nice archway and we'll start getting into these streets further down this way, and we'll start to see some really nice homes.
I'm just seeing scary things.
Look at these interesting setups, guys. They got like these patio the like enclosed patios extensions. I like the windows. Very nice. Look at this. In case you're wondering what the other side of the street looks like, pretty much the same. This right here is 11th Avenue. So Windsor Terrace has a 10th and 11th Avenue. Right over there is Prospect Park. Keep going down this block and see what we find. We are still on 16th Street. We are going to be forced to turn a bit here as the park is coming up right in front of us here. Nice big windows. Let's see if I can get these homes in without the sunlight in the way here. There you go. Got a little bit of a winding road over here. These homes are right up against Prospect Park over here. There's the couple of entrances into the park right there. This is, I believe it's Prospect Park Southwest. What I'm going to do now is take us down, further down, and then make our way back up some of these streets. This right here is Windsor and Terrace Place right here. This is the ends of Windsor Place right here, right up against the park. And if we go this way, to my right, we will start getting into some more interested in real estate. You know, the way the street grid is configured in this neighborhood, I mean, 1 minute the sun will be in front of you, and the next minute it'll be behind you. Right now it's on my left side. Those are some interesting stuff. So this is right up against a dead-end street. So right on the other side over there is a street. That's a street over there that terminates on the other side of these fences. It's like a dead-end street or something. Oh, look at that. I gotta go back out into the street, guys. Looks like there's some construction going on over here. Here we go, around the construction spot. Where are we going to go next? Let's figure this out here. I'm not really using a predefined route to walk through the neighborhood. We're just pretty much exploring it. We're about 30 minutes into this walk, so we had a good amount of time left to go through here. 30 more minutes, I guess. Now these streets over here, this is we're back on Prospect Avenue right here, but when you get over here, this is where you start seeing some really nice homes. There's a home over here on the corner, a couple blocks over. It's got like a nice ranch style fence. I'm going to show that to you in a moment. Here we go over here. So I was talking about it. There's nice, like a little ranch style fence over here. Alright, this over here I know is like 18th Street. I always get tricked out over here. This is a weird like intersection. What we want to do is we want to get across the Prospect. So we're going to go this way over here. There goes a big radio antenna out there. All right, now we're gonna walk what I just like to call this like the south side of Windsor Terrace, because we're close to the cemetery now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you guys through this park here. I'm gonna show you something in a moment. Here we go. We're gonna go through this park. There's like a little like little alleyway sort of kind of thing with a nice colorful mural that's on this wall. It goes all the way down to the next street. You can see how high we are. Pretty high elevation on this block. So we're going to be going downhill. Here we go. It's pretty steep, I ain't gonna lie, and it continues on or across the street there on the next block. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk through that also. Got a nice little park over here. It looks like you got some kids playing soccer over here. Actually, it looks like they're playing kickball. Yeah, I haven't played that game in a long time. All right, let's start walking down Vanderbilt. Not to be confused with the Vanderbilt in New York City. There's a Vanderbilt Street in New York also, in Manhattan. All right, so let's look at some homes over here. There's some nice homes over here. Keep us in the street for now. I'm going to show you guys a couple of structures over here. It's like I don't know if there's a little church over here. Yeah, I don't live in the neighborhood, so I don't know much about the small local stuff, but here you go. Let's check out this block. This block looks a little interesting here. Check this out. Let's look at this. I wonder if you guys can hear those chimes. A little cat just crossed in front of us. This is Greenwood Avenue coming up right here. Greenwood Avenue. Let's pick a street to walk up. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna have to make a game time decision here, guys. Let's go this way. So we're right up against Greenwood Cemetery now. So we were on the other side where the Prospect Park. And in case I didn't mention this, Windsor Terrace is perfectly nestled in between Greenwood Cemetery and Prospect Park. It's very easy to find. If you know where Greenwood Cemetery and Prospect Park are, then you know where Windsor Terrace is going to be. It's going to be right in the middle. You know, a long time ago, this is all continued just greenlands. And one section is cordoned off as Greenwood Cemetery, and then the other section is cordoned off as Prospect Park. But at one time, this is all continuous greenlands. Let's just stay in the street here. I don't know which side we should take. I guess we'll check out this side. I'll just stay in the street on this one, on this block. You get a better view of the homes that way, from top to bottom. We are walking uphill right now, by the way. Got some nice homes coming up here, guys. This looks like a really nice home over here. Let's see what's going on. I see solar panels on one of the rooftops. This is what this side looks like over here on my left side. Here you go. Nice home. I hope you guys are enjoying this walk. We're getting close to the end. I'm going to wrap it up in a little bit. Now, look at this house right here. You got this brick house just sitting right here. I guess we'll get back on Vanderbilt Street. Oh, look at this house. I always like coming to this house, guys. I can't leave this house out. I gotta backtrack and show you guys this house. This is a very nice house over here. Look at all these Christmas decorations. There you go. Look at this home. I always like looking at this home. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about without having to tell you which one to look at, right? Both of them are nice next door to each other. One looks more modern than the other. But look at this home. Is this a beautiful home? This is probably I think probably one of the most beautiful homes in the neighborhood. This is an amazing home. Look at the stairs. Look at the banisters, everything. Beautiful. Beautiful home. And we almost missed it because I was walking the other direction. Which is what we're going to do now. We're going to go back this way. We want to go back this way. So if you're enjoying this walk, all my previous walks, and want to see future walks, please hit the like button. Please hit that like button. Supports the channel. There's a free way to support the channel right there. If you want to pay to support the channel, you can do that too. We sell memberships. I'm trying to get to see if people would buy memberships, so people are not really into that. If you're new to the channel, also hit the subscribe. I am always doing walks throughout New York, mostly Brooklyn, but I do go out to see other boroughs. I will be going out to the Bronx. We're still in the weekend, so as soon as the trains go back to normal schedule and everybody goes back to work and back to school, I'll be able to get the trains out there. And there are trains out to the Bronx. It's just that the weekend schedule right now after the holiday after New Year's is really bad. Even my train, I can't even. So get this, when I go back home now after this walk, my train's going over the N line to Coney Island. So I'll just take it to 18th Avenue and 65th Street instead of 18th Avenue and 86th Street, and I'll just have to walk an extra mile. That is unfortunately what I got to deal with. We're going to end it over at the big, large radio tower, antenna tower. By the way, we're on McDonald's Avenue right now, in case you're wondering. We're coming off of McDonald's and now we're on Sealy Street. Again, a look at some last homes on this walk. Look at this one right here. This is a nice house right here. We get in the street so you guys can see. Yeah, we're starting to see some of the nice homes at the end. We're wrapping it up like a grand finale. We're starting to look at all the nice homes. Let's walk up 20th Street. We want to get up to the radio tower. That's where I want to end it. Oh, this is uphill right here. Wee, I can feel it. Look at these homes right here on my left. We basically walked, I wouldn't say we walked the entire neighborhood because you know, there's still some streets we left out, but we walked we covered a big majority of Windsor Terrace on this walk. Back on Terrace Place here. The streets, I'll tell you, the streets in this neighborhood will definitely get you turned around a few times because they're, you know, crooked. They go all different directions, and if you've never been in Windsor Terrace before, you're gonna kind of lose track of where you're supposed to be. You won't get lost, but I mean, it's one of those neighborhoods where you might walk down the same block 3 or 4 times. You got Santa Claus and a big dove, a big peace dove across the street. Tomorrow is Monday, back to work, back to school, so you will see people removing the remaining. Let me show you this house. Look at this house, guys. You'll see people removing the remaining Christmas decorations. We finally get back to normal tomorrow. And we hit probably, I think, 2 of the most boring months in the year. I find January and February to just be very boring, so. All right, we're gonna end it here at the big transmitter tower here. 10th Avenue, right? I'm thinking this is 10th Avenue. This is right along the Greenwood Cemetery over here. Look how tall this tower is, guys. This is a tall tower. When I was a kid, living on 8th Avenue in Sunset Park, you would look out the window and you could see this thing when you looked north. It's been around for many years. This is a corner of 10th and McDonald and 20th Street and Devaney Street, right? I think that's that's the ceremonial name over there. It's 10th Avenue, 20th Street, and McDonald Avenue, and then underneath it says John P. Devaney Boulevard. And then this right here is just the entire length of McDonald. That'll take you all the way down to Church Avenue and such. This is Greenwood Cemetery in front of us right here. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here at the radio tower. I hope you guys enjoyed this walk, and from Windsor Terrace in Brooklyn, catch you all on the next walk. Take care and bye-bye.